Hi everyone, it's Steve and thanks for tuning in, and hopefully this is the last take of this attempt at a video, because it's just so interesting how much of a perfectionist and how much we critique our own work when we really need to get out of the way and just do the work. And I was saying to Mum this morning how much life has been impacted, but even though in my own reality it hasn't been impacted much at all, except for cinemas closing, coffee shops are takeaway, and the gyms are closing, which means I now need to make adjustments. Dad's fixed the bike in the back. We've got the gym equipment over there, so I can still train. I can't escape to a cinema anymore, but that's okay. You know, there's still ways to escape and use the imagination and run away with that, so just go within. I have a pretty much a crazy imagination as it is. And then I can't have meetings at coffee shops as much. So everything seems to be all okay. I have been feeling under the weather a little bit. It's not coronavirus. I've been to the doctor 3 times already just to make sure, because Mum's got a compromised immune system. She's being treated for bone cancer. And the cells that I've been experiencing are going through a massive physical transformation. And I'm finding that the coffee. Yeah, cheers, coffee break. It doesn't taste like this, the stuff from my local. It doesn't taste as good. Anyway, so I've lost it again. So anyway, I've decided to give away this song. That's it, the cells. So the cells in the body that I'm feeling are going through an incredible transformation. I'm actually seeing a lot of geometric structures starting to come online. Whilst I have no idea what it is, whilst I have no reference points what's going on, I'm finding that the cells are changing, which is why the illness is coming. What a scary time to get sick, you know. If we were sick a month ago or 2 months ago, it'd just be a common flu. It'd just be man flu. And I'd be a wimp. Because I'm a wimp when it comes to man flu, like all other men. It's the end of the world. But with this scare that's going on right now, even though I've not been exposed to anyone from overseas and I don't meet any of the criteria and I haven't had the symptoms, it's still scary, because you can be walking down the street and have one little cough and someone's going to look at you with a strange face. And the fear, the fear and the panic and the intensity, I've actually been feeling this in the physical body. I've been feeling it all the way through here. And it's just like, constantly having to work through this. It's like a collective emotional intensity, insanity. The mental plane is really tough right now, but the reason why I know about this and the reason why I'm feeling this is because of the grids of reality that are being developed right now, the pathways to the new earth, the new neural network that's being created. And the only reason why I know this is because I've been told, and it came out in a video and told again in 2014, and in between from other sources of information such as Jocelyn and Amy and Rebecca and people that have been very important as part of this transformation journey. I'm also finding that there is a new group, a group that's turned up that's very strong in wisdom, and merging with them. So I understand that we're burning old, as Amy explained it, the gunk is going away. We need to clear out the gunk. We're moving to a state of non-dualism, into a state of triality where there is no judgment. And I'm writing an article on judgment as well. It's I've had to send it off to someone to edit it because of the nature of what I'm talking about can also be wounds. Because it's kind of like, we're always worrying about what someone is thinking. Like here, I touch my mouth because, and then someone's going, oh, you should be touching your mouth because of coronavirus. It's like, oh my gosh, I've got hand sanitizer sitting here. I'm swimming in Head and Shoulders every day to wash my body and washing my hair. That's why it's so silky smooth. And it's just the way it is. So I think life is going to be okay in my neck of the woods. I was talking to Amy and Jocelyn and Etienne the other day. We're talking about, okay, so we know the 2020 plan in regards to the individual themes for the month that are set, but has it been impacted by the release of the virus, or is it still working together? because March is meant to be about, March is about like romance, but it could also be preparing internally for it and being awake and like being open to the idea of romance or even wanting romance. You know, there's so many possibilities, because what is the meaning of coffee? How many variations of coffee is there? There's so many different versions of coffee. So if you say, oh, March is going to be the theme of coffee, you don't know. It could be very significant and very different in what is. You could be drinking coffee, it could be making coffee, it could be roasting coffee, it could be creating a coffee business, it could be traveling and writing about coffee, it could be sampling coffee, it could be all sorts of different things. And that is what's really interesting when I'm observing with the way that the mind likes to translate information in that regards. So I have released a song called Wings of Heliotrope because I know I needed it to help with the cells go through the transition. It is about purification of the system and clearing out that gunk. It has worked on pancreatic cancer. It's worked with other people that have experienced things, which is why I was very hesitant and reluctant to release the song, because of the physical symptoms that it can be felt. It can be painful because frequencies, when you have a strong frequency pushing through density, it's gonna be felt. So it is available for free for the next 2 weeks. It's a gift, because I know I'm using it, and if I'm using it, I'm sure you need it. You'll probably need it too eventually, or you need it now. It's there to support you. I did start working on a version 2, but I realized when I listened to it last night that it's out of key, which, you know, I can hear my music friends going, "What are you trying to do? Kill me? That's out of key. Come on." So I need to go back to that. So version 1 is out. It's available now. Jump on SteveNHD.com.au, check out the shop, Heart Activation Music, always just search, and then it's in there, Wings of Heliotrope. Enjoy it, let me know how you go with it. This is Stephen North. I thank you very much. I aim to do more of these videos since I've got the GoPro. Trying to let go of being a perfectionist on how I do things, because I have taken 15 to 20 edits of this, but the battery's going flat, so, you know, I'm not going to worry about it now. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Stephen North. I hope everything is well. Ciao for now.